The DMV, where all good things go to fucking die. I've never in my life had a positive experience at the DMV. I've never even heard of a positive experience at the DMV. I don't think such a thing exists. Nobody goes to the DMV and leaves in a good mood. Yeah, I call it the DMV, okay? It's whatever fucking motor association you have that deals with drive tests and licensing and all that fucking bullshit. I swear everybody who works at the DMV fucking hates their lives. It's like a requirement for the job. I guarantee you DMV employees spend their breaks in the back room kicking puppies. It would not surprise me at all. There must be something in the tap water they're drinking at this place that just immediately turns all of their employees into fucking p***s. Am I allowed to say that word on YouTube? I didn't read the new terms of service. But can you please stop copy striking my videos? I'm not making any money anyways. YouTube, please. Side note, but I hope you're enjoying this very professional gameplay I'm playing in the background here. I don't know what game it is yet. It's probably Hogwarts Legacy. I've been playing that game non-stop since I bought it. It's kind of a problem. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish I had some of those spells while I was waiting in line at the DMV. Anyways, the DMV. I remember the first time I walked into a DMV, I was already having a shit fucking day. I fell out of bed, my toes came out burnt, and my cat ate my homework. Alright, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. My cat did eat my homework though, that's a true story. The first time I went into the DMV was to take my written driver's test. They had this like lineup of kiosks that you go into and you type in your information, then you sit down and you wait to be called. So I walk up to the kiosk, I put in all my information, and I sit down in the waiting room waiting for my name to be called. When all of a sudden this big ass white woman comes out from behind the counter, looks me dead in my eyes and says, "And what do you think you're doing?" Bitch was built like the Iron Giant. This bitch looked like she ate all the blueberries from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Bitch was built like Larry the Lobster. So you know me, I look back at her and I go, waiting? She goes, ugh, and goes back behind the counter. How you gonna be mad at me for signing in? Coming at me like I'm the one who just told her she had type 2 diabetes and her blood type is vanilla pudding. Alright, I'm done now. I got it out of my system. Bitch looked like Oscar the Great. I'm done. So, you know, immediately we're just not off to a great start. So like an hour passes and eventually I get called and I get up and I do my test. I actually did pretty good on my test, all things considered. I only got 2 answers wrong. And one of them, I fat-fingered, alright? I clicked the wrong button. I put the wrong answer. That's my fault. The second one made me want to kill myself. I remember the question word for word to this day. You're driving down the road. What are you not allowed to have in your hand? A phone, a sandwich, a gun. Now listen. Process of elimination, okay? We know it's not the sandwich. I mean, I'm sure someone could do some devious things with the sandwich, but I don't think it's a big concern. So that leaves phone and gun. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I live in Canada. And in Canada, if you get caught with a butter knife, you're going to jail. So you can see why I put gun, right? And I was wrong. And yeah, I know you're not supposed to have a cell phone while you're driving. But I also know you're not supposed to be speeding down the freeway with a Glock 40 hanging out the window, fucking shooting up the ops, okay? But the story does not end there. As a matter of fact, it's just getting started. About 2 years later, I found myself back in this new layer of hell. I was there to take my actual driving test this time. And I've heard terrible things about this driving test. I know motherfuckers who've been driving on the highway for years and still fail this test. It's me. I'm motherfuckers. Yes, I failed my driving test. You got me, alright? But I failed under some bullshit-ass circumstances. Let me tell you about it. So once again, I go to the kiosk, I fill in all my information, and I sit the fuck down. An angry-looking old man yells at me from across the room, "You have to wait in your car!" So I'm a little bit put off, but I listen to old man Herbert and I hop in my car. For some reason, the tester I was assigned had a hate boner for me, bro. I don't know if I did something to personally offend this man, or if he was just having a terrible fucking existence, but this guy was rough. He gets in the car and he gives me the okay to take off. I start driving and I go, "So how's your day going, man?" And he says, "I'd rather you not talk." I almost hopped out the whip right there. I said, "Oh, alright. Are you serious, bro? You don't gotta hurt my feelings like that, bro. I ain't even do nothing." That shit hurt it, bro. That should hurt it, I can't lie. So we drive in silence for the next like 15 minutes. Occasionally he'll drop a, "Good job. Nice turn. Good speed." And that's all I'm getting out of this man. But you know what? That's all I need. I thought I had this in the bag. The test ends, we pull back into the center, and I park the car. He looks at me and says, "Good job." I say thank you. He says, "How do you think you did today?" And I say, "Well, sir, I think I passed." And he goes, "Well, you didn't." And I remember the cogs in my brain just turning. Did this guy really just fucking bait me in real life? So I say, "Oh shit, man, like what did I do?" He told me that I checked my mirrors every 14 seconds instead of every 16 seconds. Are you fucking serious right now, dog? Be fucking for real. This guy didn't want me talking so he could count the fucking seconds in his head without being interrupted. I was pissed. Then he smiles at me and says, "But don't worry, You can book again for $100. I said, you son of a bitch. And I've heard in the past that moving your head and checking your mirrors is something they're crazy strict about during these tests. So I went out of my way to break my neck every time I had to check my mirrors, and I made sure this motherfucker saw me too. There was a few points I was checking my right side mirror and me and him made direct eye contact. I thought he was gonna make a move or something. It was a little bit weird. It got a little bit awkward, I'm not gonna lie. I was moving my head so much, bro. Going down the highway, it looked like I was tweaking. I was giving this man a crazy amount of neck on the road. Wait, anyways guys, that's the story. See ya.